plaintiff, Melinda Catlin, says the defendant was her best friend, despite the fact that she's a bully. Melinda claims she was there for the defendant after her boyfriend assaulted her. But once the defendant got back with her boyfriend, she cut Melinda off. Melinda's suing her today for a cell phone bill and the balance due on a phone. Defendant Marissa Esherick admits that she confided in Melinda about the situation with her boyfriend. But Melinda turned around and posted about it on social media. As a result, Marissa refuses to pay Melinda for anything.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
So, this is who I thought was my best friend.
How long you been knowing each other?
2, 3, maybe 4 years, quite a while. She has known to be a bully. She has called a mutual friend of ours names online. Last year, she punched a man in the face.
That has nothing to do with the court case.
Well, she's giving some character testimony, then you'll be able to give some toward her.
Yes, Your Honor.
Who disrespected her father. She has come to me for advice. We are quite far.
But the testimony must have some type of remote connection.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead.
So she has come to me for advice. Like I said, we are quite far apart in age. We're 6 years. I'm 6 years older than her. She had come to me a couple months ago stating that a boyfriend of hers had hit her in the face. So I tried to get her either to leave him or call the cops. She did neither, and a couple of days later, I noticed on Snapchat that they were back together. Ever since then, she hasn't spoke to me, hasn't contacted me.
Why do you think that is?
Honestly, I have no idea. I have no idea what
Why don't you
happened.
ask her? You want to ask her now?
Not really.
Okay. Have you
I don't
spoken
care.
to her since
Nope.
then? Why?
Because she portrayed herself to be the person that she absolutely is not. She's not Miss Perfect Goody Two Shoes.
No, we're talking about when you resume your relationship with the man who she alleges beat you. Why did you stop talking to her?
Why did I stop talking to her?
Yes, ma'am.
I had a lot going on personally myself. I stopped talking to a lot of people, not just her in particular. She just wants to play the woe is me role.
So it was just a coincidence.
It was just a coincidence. And
That what? What's the coincidence?
that I stopped talking to her. I stopped talking to a lot of
You
people.
stopped talking to her at what point?
At what point? I guess
The coincidence. What coincidence of what?
coincidence of after I got back with my boyfriend, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So just coincidence. She says that she stopped talking to you after she got with her boyfriend, and it was because she had a lot of stuff to do. It's understandable. Busy people are on the phone a lot with their business. So unless you were in part of her business, she didn't have time for you. And just coincidentally, it was after she came back to the man that you alleged beat her. Did your man beat you or hit you?
We got into a physical altercation. But we've been through a lot as it is, and he's been there for me through a lot of things that, even Melinda herself doesn't know about.
And you all are still together?
Yes, we are.
Good. I hope you have time for him.
Yeah.
Okay, because
we're
I
going
know
through a
you quit
situation
everybody
right.
else's friendship because you're busy now. You're
Well,
very,
no.
very busy. So we understand. You understand now? She's
I
very,
understand.
very, very, very busy. She doesn't have time for you. That's all. Nothing personal. Can't you understand that now?
I do.
Your feelings aren't hurt, right? Now you
My
feel
feelings
better.
were never hurt.
Yeah, okay. Well, my feelings would be hurt if my best friend, as you referred to her, just suddenly stopped talking to me. My feelings would be hurt, but maybe she wasn't your best friend after all, or maybe you don't have feelings for your best friends. Anything else you want to tell me?
Well,
You say you stopped talking to her, you too busy. She said she didn't care. You were her best friend, but she don't care if you stopped or not.
well, that's okay. I don't want to be her friend at all anymore either. So the feeling is definitely mutual.
right.
But so she's over here trying to portray me as the bad person. I guess she wasn't the person that she made herself out to be either. As a friend, supposedly best friend, quote unquote, I came to her, Melinda, in confidence about the situation that happened. about
you
with
just
what happened
spoke
with my
of.
boyfriend. If you're supposed to be my friend, I'm supposed to be able to let it off my chest and tell you.
Right.
But no, I understand her trying to do the right thing, but I'm 26
What did she
years
do
old.
with that confidence you shared? What did she do?
She
told
went.
people?
Oh, she went. Later down the line, she decided to put on Facebook that he completely beats me.
No.
Yes, and that I'm a horrible person.
Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
After
You
a
went
while,
on Facebook talking about how her boyfriend abused her?
the one time, yes, I did.
Why would you do that as a friend?
Why?
And was that the coincidence? That wasn't no coincidence.
That wasn't no
Well,
coincidence.
you stopped speaking her rightfully.
after that, that's
if that's
slander.
What she did, yeah, man.
That's slander.
You
It went on
you
to
don't
say other
know
things.
why she stopped talking to you. You do know. If you did that, ma'am, I'd stop talking to you also. And I would have proven you're not my best friend at all. So go ahead. That's why you stopped talking. I got that point now. All right, the cell phone, ma'am. Why are you suing her for that?
She came on my family plan last year, and we had an agreement that she would pay me $107 a month. She stopped paying for May, June, and July. I had the phone shut off in July, so she owes me the remaining balance on the phone lease, $320, and $321 for what I paid for those 3 months.
All right. Ma'am, what do you say to that?
I tried to contact her about the situation.
What situation?
About the phone bill situation. My particular situation
About
at the time.
Owen?
About paying the phone bill. I let her know,
Yeah.
and I did make a payment to her the first month that she stated that I didn't. I made a partial payment, but I made a big majority of what I owe her, and I told her, I said, hey, I needed a gas in my car, so can I, pay you the rest? After that, unfortunately, I lost hours at work. I became homeless. I was living out of my car. So I was like trying to figure out my living situation at
What
the
happened to
time.
this man you dumped everybody for?
We were both in the predicament together. Like, he doesn't have no family up here.
And he living in the car with you.
Yeah, he's in the trunk.
That's where he need to be, in the trunk. Got a man that can't even afford an apartment and you falling out with her. You'd been better off dumping him and moving in with her.
Oh no, she
You
knew I was.
dumped the wrong
She knew I was living in
person.
the car at the time. She knew everything.
She was living in the car too?
No, she knew I was living in my.
Oh. What'd you say? She knew you were living in the car?
Okay, if you're my best friend and you know that I'm living in a car, wouldn't you be like, you know what, your boyfriend may not, but you can come
had
sleep
you
on my
run out-
couch or
had you
something
dumped
like
her
that.
by then?
True.
She never offered me anything.
Had you dumped her by then?
No, she knew. No, not at that particular
You
time.
all were still best
we were still
of friends.
Yes,
all right.
we were. Not best of friends, but we were talking.
You say you gave her some, however. How
yes,
much?
sir. I think it was $85, if I can remember right.
Okay. And did she? For the months in question?
I think the May one.
Okay. All right. And let me have the balance of both, if you have them. You believe you do owe the balance, ma'am?
After she slandered my name, I don't
Okay.
think I deserve to give her a particular dime.
You should have countersued her, ma'am.
I didn't have the evidence of the Facebook post to be able to hold it up in court. You know what I? So,
Why? You just kind of let it go and.
Well, I deleted it. I didn't want everybody
Okay.
knowing all my
That's
business.
a good point. You're right. All right. Well, I may have believed you, though, ma'am. So you should have countersued. You don't always have to have written evidence. And so all you have to do is be able to prove your case by preponderance of evidence, which might come by testimony. And here I catch people up in lies every day. That's the most frequent way to win a case here. You don't need paper. You just need
Well,
to
I can
let
tell you,
me,
Your Honor, I'm
let
not
me
lying.
do my thing. That's all you need to do is come in here and let me do my thing. And I've been trained to interrogate and go back and forth with people. So you may have been able to get something, but today she's able to win because you agree that there was a balance. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
We're just done being friends. I want nothing more to do with her.
You know what? You want to sit out here and slander my name on court and on TV that my charges, well, your drug charges haven't been brought up either, so you're not perfect either.